Hi. What the fuck I'm doing? Like, part of me is not meant to be a YouTuber. What the fuck is up, guys? So, today, we're gonna do something a little different. I was looking over the past footage that I have from, you know, like, over the past couple of months that I've been recording, and God, I really hope I don't get canceled for this. There's just some footage there that I think would be valuable. I haven't seen anything on YouTube or anywhere for that matter that really gets down into the nitty-gritty of like what happens behind the scenes in this industry. For those of you that don't know, if you haven't watched any of my other videos yet, I am a female electronic music producer, and I have been taking it seriously for about 3 years now. I've been in the game for about 8. So for the sake of privacy, I'm going to be bleeping out names. And I do want to preface this whole video with saying, please don't fucking hate me. I'm not doing this maliciously. I'm not doing this to out anyone. Details are going to be bleeped out. I think men in this industry are so programmed to do things one way that they don't even realize when they hurt our feelings as women. So I'm going to be doing like a get ready with me. I'm going to be watching the footage with you guys and kind of going over it live, because I feel like if I just show the footage, there's not enough footage to give everyone a valid story, if that makes sense. Because basically the footage is just phone conversations with my best friend, Tim, Risky. And I'm kind of telling him everything that's happening, and he's giving me his advice on it. So there's 2 different versions of me. There's the in the moment drama Christina, where I wear my heart on my sleeve. So, and plus I'm a Cancer. So I get emotional really quick and my feelings get hurt really easily. And like, I just want people to respect me and my music and like, you know, have the same vibe. So when things don't pan out that way, it sucks, because my music is very emotional to me. I don't just like make hits. Like, I put a lot of feeling because it's my outlet. Whenever I'm going through something, I start making music. So it kind of sucks when people don't look at it as that like emotional, you know, kind of state, instead of this like money making machine and just go, go, go. So I'm gonna get my computer. We are going to vibe. I'm going to do my makeup with almost practically all, this is nails, not makeup. But I'm gonna practically be doing all my makeup with drugstore makeup, because we're manifesting money over here. Okay, so I'm gonna need none of you to judge my cute little ears, okay? This is my vibe, this is what I'm going for. I'm just keeping my hair out of my face, don't judge me. Let's watch the first clip and see what the fuck is good. So I hit up just to like, I don't know, talk about the release, because I haven't really like heard anything from him. So I'm gonna read you the conversation just because I don't know how to feel about it, and I don't want, you know, I don't want to like say it the wrong way. So hold on. So I said, hey, hope all is well. Is there an update on what we plan on doing with the track? I wanted to start planning some additional releases, and I wanted to get that one out before festival season. And he was like, hey, yes, graphic department got sick and is back and is finalizing our new layout for 2022. Don't worry, when we upload, I'll make sure we have that 4-week mark to submit and prepare for other playlists. Also, we'll be sending paperwork over this week if he hasn't already.
Well, what are your thoughts on
that? Like, I low-key want to cry. You know? Because it's just like, why am I not involved in the decision making?
Right.
Like, it's my idea. And, like, I'm so grateful that you've made it what it is today, but why am I not a part of the decision making?
Yeah. Kind of just leaving you in the dark for most of it.
It's like, and I've tried to insert myself so many times in this, like, you know, in this whole, like, ordeal. Like, our whole, like, DMs is like, oh, like, what do you think about this? Oh, I don't know, I'll talk to the guys. Like, what the, like, I just feel like it's just so insulting.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel that. I mean, I guess this is just kind of like a lesson learned kind of thing. Like, the best thing you could do is just kind of just wait for this record to come out. I think it's going to do well. And
I think it's going to do well too, but it's like, I know I shouldn't say this because, again, energy is everything, but, like, I'm scared, like, yeah, it's going to do well, but it's on their EP. And, like, what if, like, I get shoved to the back? Like, I'm a newer artist. I'm a female. I had no say in any of the decision-making in this at all. And it's kind of just, like, So I'm going to pause that there. Because, like I said, there's not a lot of footage. So just in case you guys don't get the gist of what's going on. I had this dope idea. And I had sent it to a friend of mine for like a collab idea. So that way, like, he could work on it. And he really fucked with it. And he worked on it, obviously. But as time went on, I kind of started to realize that, like, it wasn't, like, a priority to them to, like, involve me. Like, it was kind of like I went over his house to, like, start the collab, and, like, from that point forward, I never had control of the track or what we did with it. It was just, it was a situation where I felt like I was being talked to as if the decision was already made, so I felt like I couldn't say anything back, if that makes sense. I'm gonna keep playing the video so we can kind of get a better idea of what's going on here, but that was the gist of it. I feel like I wanted this to be, like, a meaningful thing, and it was like, they were like, hey, thanks, bye.
Yeah, like, they kind of just, like, got your record and ran with it.
It's just, like, it's not fair.
No, it's not. I mean, I think just, like, let this record come out, whatever, and just, like, hope for the best. Hope that, you know, manifest that everything's going to be alright. And just never work with them ever again. Mm-hmm. Like, we've gotten a taste of what it's like to work with them.
I just feel like this makes me, like, not want to work with anybody. Okay, let me explain. I'm not a fucking self-centered bitch. This is a common fear of females, just newer artists in general. Like, it's great and all when you want to work with a bigger artist than you, but at the same time, you know, if it's your idea, your baby, something that, like, you truly love and have a passion for, you want to get the same credit. And there's been a lot of situations where people collab together, and obviously, like, you only remember one person on the song, you know, like, granted, that's not always the situation, of course, but it happens. So, that fear is valid. I'm not a diva. I'm still learning and growing every day in this industry. And, you know, there are things that just come with time and experience. And, you know, I will get there eventually, but I wish that I had someone to look at as an example when I was, you know, just starting. So, now you guys have. My eyeliner isn't even.
2 very boring minutes later.
My eyeliner is still uneven. Love it. So, obviously, time goes on. The song gets finished. And after I had asked them, you know, about the artwork, blah, blah, blah. A couple weeks later, I get artwork, obviously. And listen, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that this move was intentional. It's an easy mistake. But I feel like this is when I need to learn to realize that not everyone is going to be as careful as I am. The song was the same name as the EP. So it ended up being like their names featuring the people on the EP. And it's just like, it would get confusing on my track. It would get confusing for consumers on my track because it's like, it would be featuring me. And I'm not a feature. It was my idea. And I started it. I asked you guys to collab on it. So that was like the big immediate red flag for me. And I never had that happen. So I was just like, what's going on and why? Like, how are we going to fix this so people don't get confused? Because, honey, I am not a feature. But I said, only thing that concerns me is the featuring part. I love the artwork, but I sent it to my manager, and even he was asking why I'm listed as a feature when the track was my idea and everyone put in equal parts. Like,
send it to him already?
I want to send it, but should I?
Can you send me the artwork? Can I see it?
Yeah.
So wait, is this song the single?
It's the single on the EP. But the EP name and the single name are the same name.
Okay, let me see. So your song is named.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because like, okay, if the song is called like too, like your concerns to them should be like, am I gonna be listed as a feature on the song? Because then it's not gonna pop up on my Spotify, and I didn't put in all that work for nothing. Because if you get listed as a feature on Spotify, it's not going to show up on your page. It's going to show up under like that little bottom page, and like it doesn't show up like in your top 5. Mm-hmm. So that song gets like 100,000 plays. You're not going to see it,
mm-hmm.
And it won't go. Also, it won't go to your followers.
But even if, okay, let's say the case is that I'm not listed as a feature on the books, right? My point is the confusion in the song being labeled and the EP being labeled. If you want to put the name of your EP and the 2 people that you featured on the EP, fine. But it's confusing for everyone when it's like, and I'm featured on the like EP title. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I can see the confusion. Yeah.
And like, again, this is leading to my worst fucking fear that the song is gonna pop off and I'm gonna get left behind. And it was my idea.
Your concerns are valid. Like, they make sense because it's like, you know, I guess if this was the name of their EP, I think it's what makes it confusing, and I'm hoping it's the case that their name of their EP is and like they want to also include on the title of their EP, like, oh, like these are the artists that are also on the EP.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's not that bad, but it's also kind of confusing too, because it's like the name of the single. And it's like, okay, if you choose that as a single.
And I asked, like, is this the cover art for the EP or the single? And he said for both. So it's just like, now, no.
Yeah, it's like, because that doesn't make any sense, and it's like a feature is like a fucking slap in the face when you guys, when it was your idea, you guys did it 50-50.
Drama. Yeah, I was a little bit dramatic there, but granted, never been through this before, and it's like, at the end of the day, I wanted to be a part of the decision making to begin with. So something like this could have been avoided, you know? Everything was handled with me over like a quick text. We never really had like meetings about it like I usually do with most of my releases. Most of my ideas were like responded to with, okay, yeah, let me talk to the guys. You know, like they had meetings about it, but I was never involved in those meetings, which is what is really upsetting me here, you know, or upset me. And if you're not gonna allow me in that decision-making process, then fine, so be it. But at least do your due diligence and be careful. So there's no discrepancies around like the artwork and the titling and everything. Like everyone should be involved in the decision making so we avoid this, if that makes sense. And at that point, if there's a discrepancy and you need to think of another plan, why are you not working with the other artists? You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not saying that this was done on purpose or maliciously. I think this is just the way men's brains are programmed in this industry to just do everything with their team and their team only, no matter who you're working with.
It's just like, I don't know, that just doesn't make sense. Like, dude, if they're gonna make a single for the EP, why don't they release your song first and put "And Good Trouble" and then release their EP like 2 weeks later or a week later? Dude,
Right.
That's how like a lot of labels they do their shit. Like I know like Grwm used to do that all the time. They would like drop the single and then like the EP would come out like a week later. Like it just kind of doesn't make sense to label it as a single. And especially it's just so fucking confusing that they list their EP as fucking the same as the song.
Said maybe changing the EP name itself, keep the single the same without the feature, and release the single off the EP first.
Right. And then plus, like, you don't want Spotify to get confused and seeing, like, you're a feature, and then it's like, oh, like, they label you as a feature on Spotify, and then you get fucked.
Well, based off what he said, it didn't seem like that, but, I mean, I will make that very clear as well. But, like, why do you have to start my morning off in such a dramatic way?
Yeah, like, getting listed as a feature is like...
And this is what I'm talking about. It's like, men don't think there's a problem with women in the music industry, and that's the problem. Because I don't even think they realize what they're doing. Like, he doesn't see this as a problem. Like, he's kind of just like, this is just nothing to him.
Well, you gotta think, they have no women on their team. Like, not a single woman on their team. And I'm sure there's female producers out there in Vegas. I'm sure there are. Even if it's like fucking bass, they do fucking bass shit.
I don't know. I'm like pissed off. I'm sad. Like, I wanted to start off my morning like hella great, but like I woke up at like 6 a.m. fucking wake up to that message, and I'm like, I don't even want to do anything today anymore. Like,
But
so I mean, yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. First of all, I'd like to say I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I do not want all of you people coming all up in my comments like, you didn't do this right, you didn't, like, your highlighter is shit, like, you didn't put your eyeliner, like, I know, bitch. I know. It's been a while. My makeup used to be poppin'. Nobody could fuck with me back in the day. But now I'm a little rusty. I'm trying. We support a trying girl, okay? But yeah, so back to my point. I have love for those guys. I truly hope this doesn't cause any commotion just because, again, I do not feel like this was done in a malicious or fucked up kind of way. I just feel like a lot of things went over the head and they've never had someone like me. Like, I'm from the East Coast, I'm very strong-willed, I'm Latina, I'm very loud in your face, like, this is just who I am as a person. And I also suffer from mental health issues. I do have depression, I do have anxiety, so when things like this happen, it kind of knocks me down. And I picked the worst industry to be in because shit like this happens all the time. Not just with me, obviously. Just a PSA, be a little bit more considerate with women when you're collabing with them, when you're DJing with them on a lineup. Please be mindful of your slot times. Some of us, me, have a hard time tapping someone on the shoulder being like, hey, my set started at 10, it's 10:05, can you get the fuck off now? You know, like, it's not as easy as everyone thinks for us. So please be mindful of us women. Some of us are sensitive, even though we're badass bitches on the outside. So yeah. Love you guys. Cannot wait for the next episode. Please like and comment this video. Subscribe to my channel. It literally costs $0. I'm gonna start doing more vlogs now. I'm just kind of getting rid of all of the footage that I had from before. The exciting stuff is coming and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, hi Baba. You can't see it, but my dog just walked in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled out for the next one, and I will see you guys later.